Okay. Is this it, sir?
The Pursuit of Life.
Yeah. I don't have any First Corinthians on here, but unless there's more than one page. We stopped at Job. Is that what you have?
No, but you're probably right though. So you don't have no. Let me see if I got the right one here.
How shall we judge was the last one?
That was the last one we did?
Maybe I didn't read for that one then, because I have Pursuit of Life.
Cause that's what I got. So then, if that's how shall we judge, huh? I could have sworn it was the Pursuit of Life. The Pursuit of Life. We always finish them. It might take two weeks, but we always finish them. You know what though? Let me see something. Oh yeah, this.
No luck? Oh.
I don't know, man, because I got two. Pursuit of Life.
Yeah, we did it in the sanctuary, then we did it in here.
Yeah.
But are they the same copies?
They look to be the same, so I put marks on one and not the other one though. No, one, yeah. So we did how should we judge? And I think I think he's right about that. I think that is the lesson. But where did I put it at then? I got the Pursuit of Life in here 3 times. Nah. I want to finish what I started. That's what I do. What did he give you? He gave you the Pursuit of Life?
He hasn't given me anything yet. Oh. This is what I had in my bag from your previous lessons. And I must not have been on that one because I don't have that one.
I can't find it myself. Yep, here it is, right here. All righty.
One down, one to go.
Well, it ain't the whole lesson anyway. We're gonna pick it up. Where did we leave off at, class? You guys should know because you should have been taking notes. How should we judge? Huh, you wasn't here. Okay. So what was the lesson from last week if you was in the control room? Because it don't matter where you at, you're always supposed to be engaged in the lesson.
The one I did the control room, it was on the false gods.
No.
It was when you did that lesson.
No, I mean, what was the lesson that was done in the main class?
Yeah, when I was doing it, it was on the God mocks the other gods, and I remember because I had to do those things.
No, that was week before last. I'm talking about last week.
Last week?
Yeah.
You taught last week?
No, you said you was in the control room last week, didn't you?
You taught this lesson. You taught this lesson.
Oh, okay. All right. I got it. Chris, how you doing? That's good. That's great. Great. Glad to see you.
Too much in that book.
Everybody doing all right? So I wanted to say something to y'all before we start the lesson, whatever lesson we're going to do, is this. If I ask you a question, y'all hear me? Yeah. If I ask you a question and you don't give me the correct answer, the reason why I'm going to be upset about it is why? And how do I know you're not paying attention?
Thank you, sir.
Because I already taught it to you. So you should know the answer. I'm not going to ask you a question that I didn't about something that I didn't already teach you. So that's why I get upset when you guys don't answer the questions correctly. Because I need to know that you guys are learning. I need to know that you guys are engaged. I need to know that you guys are in pursuit of life. You heard me? So if I call you dumb, what am I saying? Dumb don't mean you're not paying attention. It means you can't talk or you're not talking, right? And if you answer the question wrong, then what? What is that word? Huh? I ain't gonna call you that though. As long as you call yourself that. That's all I'm saying. They just walked into that one. All righty then. How shall we judge? All right. I still don't know where we left off at.
You said 1 Corinthians.
No, that was the
I think you should start at James then.
Oh, you know what? I did say 1 Corinthians 4, 1 through. So I did have the right lesson before.
Whoa.
How shall we judge? Yeah. 1 Corinthians, 1 Corinthians
Okay,
4.
so we're at the top. Okay.
Yeah. So I did have the right lesson before. I don't know what happened, man. Who was this disturbing my class? Who over there? Y'all pick some sticks up. All right, everybody. So the lesson is how should we judge, right? And the purpose for doing this lesson is, we have people that run around too much, you can't judge them. But we have to know like how we are supposed to judge. We got to know these kind of things. Because we being the priests of God, we're supposed to be able to judge things. We're supposed to be able to judge things in righteousness. So yeah, go ahead and turn to 1 Corinthians chapter 4. Somebody go over there and tell him he ain't got to sing the lesson. You ain't singing, man. You're teaching. Hold on. They got that door closed out there or what? Because he might as well teach both classrooms. Oh, it is closed. All right. Everybody in 1 Corinthians chapter 4? I'm going to take my belt off, boy. Oh, yeah, me too. All right, 1 Corinthians chapter 4. We're going to begin reading at verse 1. You know what, though? I mean, it's a whole lot of 1 Corinthians. We'll see. Let's refresh our memory. 1 Corinthians chapter 4, verse 1. What do you say?
Let a man so account of us as of the ministers of Christ and stewards of the mysteries of God.
So a steward, that's a person that waits on his office, that takes care of the Lord's business. In this instance, go ahead and read.
Moreover, it is required in stewards that a man be found faithful.
That a man be found faithful. So that he's talking about faithful in the work that you're given to do. It's like, say you got a butler, right? Or back in the 20s and 30s, they had these people called a man's man, meaning a man had a man to wait on him, and he knew everything that man needed. He knew what suit he was going to wear, what shoes he was going to wear. The shoes was already shined, picked out the tie for him and everything. So this man didn't have to do nothing but wake up, take a shower, and get dressed, right? So this is the steward that's for the Lord. They have to know what the Lord requires. And in order to know what the Lord requires, you have to be instructed in his word and walk in it. But go ahead.
Verse 3. But with me, it is a very small thing that I should be judged of you, or of man's judgment.
Because
hold on. Judge.
Because he's saying is that's a small thing, because I shouldn't be doing anything. We shouldn't be doing anything where somebody can judge us. Start that over.
But with me, it is a very small thing that I should be judged of you, or of man's judgment. I judge not mine own self.
Go ahead.
For I know nothing by myself.
So he know nothing by himself. Whatever he got from someplace else. And this is the Lord's. Go ahead.
Yet am I not hereby justified, but he that judgeth me is the Lord. Therefore judge nothing before the time.
So he said, judge nothing before the time. And how do you do that? Judge nothing before the time. So what you got to do is you got to do some investigation. You can't just jump to a conclusion. You have to see what happened before, why they did what they did, why they said what they said. You have to do some investigation. You don't judge nothing before the time. You look into it first, and then you make a decision. Because we ain't talking about, it's two different types of judgment. One judgment condemns somebody, or one judgment, it exonerates somebody. Then there's another judgment where you're making a decision about something. So at this time, we're making decisions. What's good and what's bad? You know, like what can we keep and what we got to throw away? You know, but we doing it all by the law of God. Do it line up with the law of God. If it does, we keep it. If it don't, we got to get rid of it. Like Solomon said in the Proverbs, there's a time and place for everything under the sun. Sometimes it's a time to keep. Sometimes it's a time to throw away. But we judge nothing before the time. Let's go.
Top of 5. Therefore judge nothing before the time, until the Lord come, who both will bring the light, the hidden things of darkness, and will make manifest the counsels of the hearts.
Go ahead.
And then shall every man have praise of God.
And then shall every man have praise of God. But these men, these are servants of God, because he ain't gonna praise the wicked. But every man shall have praise of God, because he's following in the path that the Lord then laid out for man. So he gonna look at that and say, okay, this is one of mine. You know, this one belonged to me. What verse?
6. And these things, brethren, I have in a figure transferred to myself to Apollos for your sakes, that ye might learn in us not to think of men above that which is written.
So one of us is not more than anybody else. Go ahead.
That no one of you be puffed up for one against another. For who maketh thee to differ from another? So
you got Brother Rick reading and I'm teaching right, but that don't mean that I'm better than Brother Rick. That don't mean I'm above Brother Rick, and he's not above me, because we both pursuing the same thing. We pursuing life. We are trying to get eternal salvation, right? And so we're not above y'all, and y'all not above us. Now we may have done some things that y'all haven't done, but we still here, and we got a chance to come from up under that death sentence. Go ahead.
Top of 7. For who maketh thee to differ from another? And what hast thou that thou didst not receive? Now if thou didst receive it, why dost thou glory as if thou hast not received it?
Like you came up with it yourself. Go ahead.
Now ye are full. Now ye are rich. Ye have reigned as kings without us. And I would to God ye did reign.
Because now y'all with us now. So I wish to God y'all was in charge. Because now y'all serving God. And if the people that's in charge of the world serve God, we all be good. This is what he's talking about. But go ahead.
That we also might reign with you. For I think that God hath set forth us the apostles last, as it were appointed to death. For we are made a spectacle unto the world, and to angels and to men.
So we on Front Street now. That's all of us. Go ahead.
We are fools for Christ's sake, but ye are wise in Christ. We are weak, but ye are strong.
Mm-hmm.
Ye are honorable, but we are despised.
Because we the ones got to teach the world about the living God. We the one got to teach the world about Jesus, right? And we got to go through a whole lot of stuff to do that. But the people, because he's talking to some Gentiles right here, or who we know as Europeans, they are getting this without the fight, without the struggle. But we have to fight and struggle to get this message and get these laws out to the world. So that's what he's saying. He's not really saying they better than us. He's saying we got to grind. We in the trenches, and y'all don't have to be. It's like why I like to teach the children's class, because I don't want y'all to go through what we went through. Because if you learn bad habits, it's hard to get rid of them. You know? So I don't want y'all developing no bad habits like celebrating Christmas or being selfish or, hating your brothers or your sisters or nothing like that, holding no grudge. Because picking up habits like that, they hard to get rid of. You hear, and I know y'all have heard some adults say, well, they ain't finna be talking to me like that. I'm finna get them a piece of my mind. You don't got to do that. Just walk away. Just walk away. But I know some of y'all have learned those bad habits already, but I'm here to tell you that God is not pleased with that. And just because you're a child don't mean he won't do nothing to you. Just stick around till I get back to doing that lesson to honor thy parents and show y'all how he do children that dishonor not just their parents, but adults. But go ahead, brother.
Verse 11, even unto this present hour, we both hunger and thirst, and are naked, and are buffeted, and have no certain dwelling place.
So we homeless, we've been beaten, we starving, but we still doing the work that the Lord gave us to do. Go ahead.
And labor, working with our own hands, being reviled, we bless, being persecuted, we suffer. Being defamed, we entreat.
See, they talking about us bad, but we still praying for people. Go ahead.
We are made as the filth of the world, and are an offscoring of all things unto this day.
That's something that's despised. Something that it's an offscoring. They despise it. We are looked at as less than everybody else. That's even in this present day right here. But what do? Do we tell the Gentiles they can't come in and learn? We don't do that. Do we tell the Hamites they can't come in and learn? No, we don't do that. Come on in. If they willing to serve our God, come on in. And we don't treat them no different than we treat each other, right? And hopefully we treat each other the right way. But we're gonna move on. I think I should have started earlier than that, but we're gonna keep going. Let's go to Hebrews 13. That ain't Hebrews.
No, I have Numbers.
Yeah, Numbers.
Numbers 15.
Numbers 15. Oh, yeah, let's get down to it. Numbers 15.
I got one and skip.
So Numbers is after Leviticus. This is after Exodus. This is after Genesis. This is after the cover of the book. Y'all got it? So we're gonna begin reading at verse 1. I can't say we're gonna skip because y'all know how I just be adding stuff. But verse 1, what'd he say?
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, When you be come into the land of your habitations, which I give unto you, and will make an offering by fire unto the Lord, a burnt offering, or a sacrifice in performing a vow, or in a freewill offering, or in your solemn feasts, to make a sweet savor unto the Lord, of the herd or of the flock. Then shall he that offereth his offering unto the Lord bring a meat offering of a 10th deal of flour mingled
with...
with...
What chapter you in?
Numbers 15. I'm on 4.
You on 4?
You told me keep going.
Oh, okay. We'll
and
finish
then
4.
It goes to 18.
Finish 4 and then skip down to 18.
All right. Let's see. Bring a meat offering of a 10th deal of flour mingled with the fourth part of a hin of oil.
Mm-hmm.
Now we'll skip to 18.
Verse 18.
Speak unto the children of Israel, and say unto them, when ye come into the land whither I bring you, then it shall be that when ye eat of the bread of the land, ye shall offer up an heave offering unto the Lord. Ye shall offer up a cake of the first of your dough for an heave offering.
So you're supposed to get the Lord your first and your best, but go ahead.
As ye do the heave offering of the threshing floor, so shall ye heave it. Of the first of your dough ye shall give unto the Lord an heave offering in your generations. And if ye erred and not observed all these commandments which the Lord hath spoken unto Moses, even all that the Lord hath commanded you by the hand of Moses, from the day that the Lord commanded Moses, and henceforth among your generations, then it shall be, if aught be committed by ignorance, without knowledge of the congregation.
By ignorance, that means you don't know, you don't understand. Go ahead.
That all the congregation shall offer one young bullock for a burnt offering, for a sweet savor unto the Lord.
So now, if you sin in ignorance, an offering can be made. Not if you sin on purpose, but if you sin in ignorance. It's just like when a person get baptized, that covers the sins that they did in ignorance. But every sin got to be paid for, whether you did in ignorance or not, because you see, they still, even though they did it in ignorance, they still had to make an offering. So that means something's still gonna die. Start that verse over.
Then it shall be, if aught be committed by ignorance, without the knowledge of the congregation, that all the congregation shall offer one young bullock for a burnt offering.
So that means this bullock gonna have to die in your place. But this was then, these things are done away with, these offerings for sin as far as the animals. But go ahead.
For a sweet savor unto the Lord, with his meat offering and his drink offering, according to the manner, and one kid of the goats for a sin offering. And the priest shall make an atonement for all the congregation of the children of Israel, and it shall be forgiven them, for it is ignorance. And they shall bring their offering, a sacrifice made by fire unto the Lord.
So now, if we see somebody doing something right, and they don't understand what they're doing, and we say something to them about it, we're not judging them. We're saying, hey, that's not the way it's supposed to go. God forbid that happen. We're supposed to inform them, edify them, right? But they're going to say, you can't judge me. I mean, everybody's not going to say that, but a lot of people say you can't judge me. But I want you to know that that's not judging them, because you're informing them. That's not judging anybody. It's like I had some bread last week, and it had dough conditioner in it, but I didn't know. And the brother came and said, hey, that got dough conditioner in it. That's unclean. Threw it away. I ain't argue about it. Okay, it's thrown away. I can't do nothing with it anyway. I was going to throw it away, so he just took it upon himself. That's cool. I didn't get upset or nothing like that, because what am I going to do with some unclean stuff? I can't eat it. So he wasn't judging me. He was helping me out. We helping people by informing them. But read, brother.
A sacrifice made by fire unto the Lord, and their sin offering before the Lord for their ignorance. And it shall be forgiven all the congregation of the children of Israel, and the stranger that sojourneth among them, seeing all the people were in ignorance. And if any soul through ignorance,
y'all see we're sticking to this ignorance thing?
And if any soul sin through ignorance,
we're sticking to that ignorance thing.
Then he shall bring a she-goat of the first year for a sin offering. And the priest shall make an atonement for the soul that sinneth ignorantly, when he sinneth by ignorance before the Lord.
So it's by ignorance. So even when Jesus came and he was sacrificed for us, he wasn't sacrificed for us the sins that we did on purpose, that we understood what we was doing. He didn't die for that. He died for the things that we did in ignorance. Because that's the only time an offering can be made. If you sin it on purpose and you understand what you're doing, and I'm not saying everybody that sin understand what they're doing. Everybody don't understand. So you can tell them it's wrong, but if they don't understand, they'll keep on doing it. So that means they still doing it, and even though they know it's a sin, but they don't understand. Like these people, these are people that God came to in person. They understand. It was getting broken down to them. That's why Moses was in the mountain for 40 days and 40 nights. The Lord was breaking every law down to him, every one, even the law of honoring your parents, even breaking that down to him. So these people, they understood. But go ahead and read what verse?
Bottom of 28.
Mm-hmm.
To make an atonement for him, and it shall be forgiven him. Ye shall have one law for him that sinneth through ignorance, both for him that is born among the children of Israel, and for the stranger that sojourneth among them.
So if you're a child of Jacob, or if you're a child of Japheth or Ham, it's one law for everybody. There's no law for us and law for the stranger. It's one law for everybody. So whoever comes into this thing, if we got to be circumcised, they got to be circumcised. If we got to keep the Day of Atonement, they got to keep the Day of Atonement. If we got to keep the Passover, they got to keep the Passover. It don't matter. So there's no law for the Christians and law for the Jews, because the first Christians are Jews, right? And Benjamites and Levites and all the children of Jacob. They was the first Christians. So they the true Christians. But it's one law for everybody. It's just like when it's talking about the ordinance of the Passover. That means the laws of the Passover. Every male must be circumcised physically, but everybody got to be circumcised mentally. Everybody. That means those thoughts that you have, the way you feel about something, because that's how you feel, and you ain't really too concerned about what the Lord say, because you don't feel good about it, or it don't make you happy. They got to go. Those fleshy thoughts got to go. That's what the 8th day is about, getting rid of that flesh, meaning getting rid of this that's going to die. So in order to convert this that's going to die, first we got to convert the way we think. First we got to change how we think. We got to clean that up and make that spiritual, so this body can become spiritual. So we can be alive forevermore. That's a lot to think about, right? Because when you think about it, you're thinking about time. I know y'all thinking about time, like, but how we gonna live in all time? If you don't understand, then it's scary. That means you're thinking with a fleshly mind. Start thinking with the mind of God. That's how you clean up your mind. You start thinking with the mind of God, how God look at things. That's how we got to start looking at things. And God dwelling in everlasting, right? We got to start thinking like that. Don't be afraid of it. Because if you're afraid of everlasting, you're not going to try to get to everlasting. You're just going to be worried about this life. How your stomach feel today? You know? Are you thirsty? Do you get a bed to sleep in? That's all you're going to be thinking about. But if you live in an everlasting, you ain't worried about none of that because you God. We done with that?
We're on 30.
Oh, 30? All right, go ahead.
Verse 30. But the soul that doeth aught presumptuously,
that mean on purpose,
whether he be born in the land or a stranger, the same reproacheth the Lord.
You disrespecting God then, because if you sin willfully, that's what presumptuous is. Go ahead.
And that soul shall be cut off from among his people, because he hath despised the word of the Lord, and has broken his commandments.
And broken his commandments. Go ahead.
That soul shall utterly be cut off. His iniquity shall be upon him.
So he gonna die in his sin. Go ahead.
And while the children of Israel were in the wilderness, they found a man that gathered sticks upon the Sabbath.
But hold on. So now we already read about the person that sinned presumptuously, right? And now we got this person, right after the Lord said this, he gathering sticks on the Sabbath day. And what are we supposed to do on the Sabbath day? No work, right? What else? Rest. What else? Keep it holy, right? And y'all know what holy mean, right? Somebody tell me. To be perfect. Let's go. So if you're supposed to keep the Sabbath day perfect, and he out there gathering sticks on the Sabbath day, and the Lord already said, if somebody do something presumptuously, what's supposed to happen to him?
And they that found him gathering sticks brought him unto Moses and Aaron.
Go ahead.
And unto all the congregation. And they put him in wards.
Does that mean they locked him up? Go ahead.
Because it was not declared what should be done to him.
But was it declared what should be done to him? Because we read it previously. If they sin presumptuously, they're supposed to get hurt. Go ahead.
35. And the Lord said unto Moses, the man shall surely be put to death, and all the congregation shall stone him with stones without the camp.
Because he already told them what to do. But we're gonna read a little bit further because I want you to see how the Lord reacted to them coming to him, asking him what should they do when he already told them what they should do. But go ahead and read.
36. And all the congregation brought him without the camp and stoned him with stones, and he died.
And he died.
As the Lord commanded Moses.
As the Lord commanded Moses. But keep on reading though.
Okay. And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, and bid them that they make them fringes in the borders of their garments throughout their generations.
Because now he's saying, since you want to be stupid and pretend like you don't know what the law is, I want you to walk around with these fringes on, looking real crazy. Walk around with these fringes on with the law written on them. So now you look like a special ed student now. Pretty much, because the Lord came down on the mountain and spoke to you himself, and you heard his voice and spoke these commandments to you. How could you forget that? You can't. Then he had Moses write him on stone, right? Moses broke the stones. How could you forget that? You can't. Then he had hewn out the stones again. The Lord, well, he made Moses do it, and then the Lord wrote on the stones again. How you gonna forget that? You can't. So they know what they're supposed to do, what they were supposed to do on the Sabbath. He told them, if you find somebody breaking the Sabbath or any other commandments, stone them to death, right? So now he's saying, y'all done got on my nerves. Now y'all can come to me and ask me what to do when I already told you. So now, look like a special ed student. Go ahead.
And that they put upon the fringes of the borders a riband of blue. And it shall be unto you for a fringe, that ye may look upon it, and remember all the commandments of the Lord, and do them. And that ye seek not after your own heart and your own eyes, after which ye used to go a whoring.
So he's saying, look, don't go with your own thoughts. Don't do that. Because now you're going to end up messing around with another God. And if you mess around with another God and you're supposed to be married to me, then what am I going to do to you? Huh? Oh, y'all not done today. All right. Thank you. Go ahead, brother.
That ye may remember and do all my commandments, and be holy unto your God.
And be what?
Holy unto your God.
But he said that you may remember and do all my commandments, that you may be holy. That means if you keep the commandments, then you will be holy. But you got to keep them. So what about the people that's going tomorrow going to say you don't have to keep the commandments? What about them? What about the ones that teach that you don't have to keep the commandments? Can they be holy? No, they can't. And if they're not holy, then what intent do they have for you? Take away your crown. Yes, that's what it is. They trying to murder you. But anyway, we're gonna move on. I be teaching too much. We going to back to 1 Corinthians. Oh no, that's 1 Kings. I don't know where we at.
1 Kings is what I got.
Oh, okay, 1 Kings.
18.
1 Kings 18. 1 Kings is after 2 Samuel, which is after 1 Samuel, which is after Judges, I believe, which is after Joshua, which is after Deuteronomies. 1 Kings?
Yep. I have 1 and 2 and skip.
$18.
18 and 1.
So the 18th chapter is after the 17th chapter. Y'all got it? Mm-hmm. You said 18 and 1?
Yes, I got 1 and 2 and then skip to 17.
Okay. All right. Verse 1, what do you say?
And it came to pass after many days that the word of the Lord came to Elijah in the 3rd year, saying, Go, show thyself unto Ahab, and I will send rain upon the earth. And Elijah went to show himself unto Ahab. And there was a sore famine in Samaria.
Because the Lord had not let it rain for about 3.5 years over there, because Elijah asked the Lord not to let it rain because these people would not serve God. So now after 3.5 years, Elijah going back to see what they have done. So now if it don't rain for 3.5 years, what's going to happen? No water, the ground going to dry up, the food not going to grow. And don't worry about eating no meat, because they going to die because they ain't got no water. So the cows and the antelope and the buffalo going to die. Right?
Mm-hmm.
So you can't eat them either, because you can't eat nothing that just die. God forbid. That's against the dietary law. If it didn't get killed, you can't eat it. But go ahead. You said.
Are we skipping or continuing?
Yeah. Skip down to what, verse 18? What was
17.
verse 17? Verse 17. Okay.
Through 40.
You said it like you was upset. I'm just joking. Verse 17. What did he say?
And it came to pass, when Ahab saw Elijah, that Ahab said unto him, Art thou he that troubleth Israel?
So you the one that made all the trouble, because Elijah did pray to the Lord that it rain not. Go ahead.
And he answered, I have not troubled Israel, but thou and thy father's house, in that ye have forsaken the commandment of the Lord, and thou hast followed Balaam. So
now Balaam that's a false god, and he's talking to the king right here. And the thing about the kings and the priests is the priest was really over the king. But the king ran the nation, but the priest instructed the king. It's just like when you're going to have the 10 European armies, the Western European armies, they're going to be ran by one general, right? But who's going to be over that general is the Pope. So whatever the Pope tells this guy to do, that's what he's going to do. And he's going to command all them 10 armies to do. It's just like in World War II. You had, everybody heard about Adolf Hitler, but you had Benito Mussolini that was over him. But who was over Mussolini was the Pope. And the Catholic Church actually paid for World War II. As far as the I don't know what to call them, but you know, the fascist armies, I guess. But anyway, go ahead.
Verse 19. Now, therefore, send and gather to me all Israel unto Mount Carmel, and the prophets of Baal, 450.
So it's 450 of these prophets now, but then it's Elijah by himself. Go ahead.
And the prophets of the groves, 400, which eat at Jezebel's table. So Ahab sent unto all the children of Israel, and gathered the prophets together unto Mount Carmel.
Go ahead.
And Elijah came unto all the people and said, How long halt ye between two opinions? If the Lord be God, follow him. But if Baal, then follow him.
So how long you gonna be halted? You gonna be waiting, trying to figure this out between what God you gonna serve? You gonna serve the living God, or you gonna serve Baal? So make up your mind. But go ahead and read.
And the people answered him not a word.
Because they wasn't sure, because they wasn't faithful to God, but they got a lot of pleasure out of serving Baal. But they didn't answer because they was a little afraid, because this the guy who asked the Lord to stop it from raining for all these years. So they don't want to say nothing crazy to him, because they want it to rain again. They want to eat. So they not finna disrespect him. They made a good judgment right there, didn't they? But read, brother.
Then said Elijah unto the people, I, even I only, remain a prophet of the Lord, but Baal's prophets are 450 men. Let them therefore give us 2 bullocks, and let them choose 1 bullock for themselves, and cut it in pieces, and lay it on wood, and put no fire under.
Go ahead.
And I will dress the other bullock, and lay it on wood, and put no fire under. And call ye on the name of your gods, and I will call on the name of the Lord.
Hold on. Where's my erase at? That's what I like about it being in here, but me. It ain't over there.
See it? I don't see it.
Y'all took my eraser? All right. Anyway, we're just going to dirty our hands up, right? So I just want to give y'all a little graphic. It's a little graphic. So you gotta. I ain't gonna draw no pictures. I'm just gonna write. I don't know how to spell bullock, but
That's it.
you just gonna spell it like that. I should just put Sandra on there. Y'all would have known what. I'm just playing. So this Elijah over here, right? This is bullock. Then you got the.
Baal's bullet.
I ain't finna spell Baal. I'm finna put it what it is. I can't even spell prophet. Look at that. That's bad. Come on, man. Spell it right. Good grief. All them A's and A+ I got in school, I couldn't spell nothing. So now this is a bullock, but let's see how the difference is gonna be made in these bullocks. But go ahead and read, brother.
I'm gonna go back to the top.
Yeah.
And call ye on the name of your gods, and I will call on the name of the Lord.
Mm-hmm.
And the God that answered by fire, let him be God.
So the God that answered by fire, when Elijah called on the Lord, or when they called on Nate on Baal, who answered by fire, let that God be God, right? So he putting this together so it won't be no doubt anymore. Go ahead.
And all the people answered and said, it is well spoken.
Because they thought Elijah was going to lose. They was like, yeah, you know what? We could do that. Bet that. Go ahead.
And Elijah said unto the prophets of Baal, choose you one bullock for yourselves, and dress it first, for ye are many, and call on the name of your gods, but put no fire under.
So he gave them the respect, right? Said, but put no fire on it. But so, because your God got to answer by fire. So they did theirs first. They went first. Go ahead.
And they took the bullock which was given them, and they dressed it, and called on the name of Baal from morning even until noon.
So now they called on their God from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. right? And it's 450 of them, right? But they remember they had to cut it up and everything, right? So that's what they mean by dressing. They did all they were supposed to do, and they put it on the wood and no fire, right? And they called on the Lord on their God for 3 hours, and they ain't get no answer. Go ahead.
Saying, O Baal, hear us. But there was no voice, nor any that answered. And they leaped upon the altar which was made. And it came to pass at noon that Elijah mocked them and said, cry aloud, for he is a God.
Yell louder, because he a God now. Go ahead.
Either he is talking, or he is pursuing.
He busy now. Go ahead.
Or he is in a journey. Or peradventure, he sleepeth.
So now he making fun of their God. Maybe your God is asleep. Maybe he on vacation. Maybe he in a deep conversation with somebody. Yell louder. Go ahead.
And must be awakened. And they cried aloud and cut themselves after their manner with knives and lancets.
And we know that the law said, if you read Leviticus 19, it said you can't make no cuttings in your flesh, right? You can't do that. But this is what they did. Go ahead.
Till the blood gushed out upon them. And it came to pass, when midday was past, and they prophesied until the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice.
Oh, now it's getting around 6 o'clock now. Go ahead.
That there was neither voice, nor any to answer, nor any that regarded. And Elijah said unto all the people, come near unto me. And all the people came near unto him.
So now they cried unto Baal for about 9 hours, and they didn't hear a peep, right? Not a sound. Come on.
And he repaired the altar of the Lord that was broken down. And Elijah took 12 stones, according to the number of the tribes of the sons of Jacob.
Go ahead.
Unto whom the word of the Lord came, saying, Israel shall be thy name. And with the stones he built an altar in the name of the Lord.
Go ahead.
And he made a trench about the altar.
So now he dug a trench around this altar. That's what about mean. He dug a trench. A trench is a hole in the ground that goes around something. That's what a trench is, right? So let's say the top, the seat of the chairs is the ground, and now the trench is this flow down here. This is going around that altar, right, that he built. Go ahead and read.
As great as would contain 2 measures of seed. And he put the wood in order, and cut the bullock in pieces, and laid him on the wood, and said, fill 4 barrels with water.
Now that's four barrels, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is water, 4 barrels. How you spell barrel?
B-A-R-R.
1 L or 2?
1 L.
Oh, that was my thing. I put 2 L's. So that's 4 barrels, right? Go ahead and read.
And pour it on the burnt sacrifice and on the wood.
So now this sacrifice, this animal that got cut up, he poured the water on that and on the wood. So now the wood is drenched in water, right? Go ahead.
And he said, do it the second time.
Oh, 4 more barrels. So we got
8.
plus 4. We got 8, right? Go ahead.
And they did it the second time. And he said, do it the third time.
Oh my goodness. Plus 4. Go ahead.
And they did it the third time. And the water ran about the altar.
So
and he filled the trench also with water.
So the trench was filled with water. The altar was covered in water. The wood was drenched in water, and the sacrifice itself was soaked in water. Right? Y'all see the point that Elijah's trying to make here? So they called on their God for about 9 hours, and nothing happened. But they didn't put no water on their stuff, right? They didn't dig no trench around theirs. So he proved to the people who the true and living God is. Because this is how our God operates. Can't anybody stop our God. But go ahead and read.
Verse 36. And it came to pass at the time of the offering of the evening sacrifice that Elijah the prophet came near and said, Lord God of Abraham, Isaac, and of Israel, let it be known this day that thou art God in Israel, and that I am thy servant, and that I have done all these things at thy word.
So now how long did it take them to read that? Less than a minute, right? But they called on their God for about 9 hours. But this is all Elijah said. Go ahead.
Hear me, O Lord, hear me, that this people may know that thou art the Lord God, and that thou hast turned their heart back again. Then the fire of the Lord fell and consumed the burnt sacrifice and the wood, and the stones,
and the stones,
and the stones, and the dust,
and the dust. Come on.
And the dust, and licked up the water
and
that was
up
in
the water.
trench.
So now the Lord sent this fire down. It didn't only burn up the sacrifice and the stones and the dust, but it also drank the water up. Got rid of the water. Them 12 barrels of water that also filled the trench. The Lord sent that fire down, and Elijah prayed for about a minute. And the Lord did this. He made a point of making sure that there wasn't no water left. That when it got done, everything was burnt up. Everything was gone. The wood was gone, the stones was gone, the sacrifice was gone, and the water was gone. It was just a trench. Let's see what happened. Go ahead.
Verse 39. And when all the people saw it, they fell on their faces, and they said, the Lord, he is God. The Lord, he is the God.
He's the God. This is the one that we can't flex with. This the one that we can't box with. He is the God. There ain't no other God that can do this. Come on.
And Elijah said unto them, take the prophets of Baal, let not one of them escape.
Say, let not one of them escape. Come on.
And they took them, and Elijah brought them down to the brook Kishon, and slew them there.
What do it mean he slew them there? He killed them. Did he have the right to do that? He did. How he had the right to kill somebody? He just a priest. We'll see. But anyway, go ahead.
That was the end.
That was the end?
Yeah.
All right, real quick, let's go into Deuteronomy 13. Yeah. I believe that's what's on the paper.
On the paper,
I didn't even look at it.
Deuteronomy 18.
Deuteronomy 18. It's 18?
That's what the paper says.
Well, Deuteronomy 18 then.
18 and 9.
Deuteronomy 18. We're going to begin reading in verse 9. I said 13 for a reason. I know what I was thinking, but that ain't what's on the paper. Anyway, y'all got it, 18:9. So when I walk around and I look at y'all books, they're gonna be on Deuteronomy 18:9. Okay. Y'all so funny. All right, Deuteronomy 18:9. Go ahead and read.
When thou art come into the land which the Lord thy God giveth thee, thou shalt not learn to do after the abominations of those nations. There shall not be found among you any one that maketh his son or his daughters to pass through the fire.
Now y'all know what that fire is, right? Y'all don't know? The fire, passing through the fire. So I'm gonna do a lesson called The Truth About Christmas coming up soon. And I'm gonna show y'all what that fire is. But I'm gonna tell you, they was putting their children in the fire. They wasn't passing through the fire, but they was passing through the hands of their false God down into the fire. Y'all hear me? That's what it's talking about. Go ahead and read.
All right, top of 10. There shall not be found among you anyone that maketh his son or his daughter to pass through the fire, or that useth divination, or an observer of time.
So no astrology, no calling on the dead or calling on evil spirits. None of that's what divination is. Go ahead.
Or an enchanter, or a witch, or a charmer, or a consulter with familiar spirits.
So you can't do none of this stuff now. You can't do the tarot card readings. You can't call the psychic hotline. You can't talk to the person with the crystal ball. You can't do none of that. You can't buy the dream books and all that stuff. Can't use no dream catchers. Get rid of all that stuff, because that just show the Lord that you don't believe in Him. That's evidence against you, because you on trial. That's evidence against you. Get rid of that stuff. Nobody, if you think it don't mean nothing or not, but the Lord, it means something to the Lord that you don't trust me, the one that gave you the breath of life. You don't trust me. The one that formed you from the dust of the ground, you don't trust me? How crazy is that you don't trust God that gave you life? You think He ain't got a problem with that? He said, I don't want you doing none of this kind of stuff, but go ahead.
Or a wizard, or a necromancer.
That's somebody that deal with the dead, that try to talk to the dead. Go ahead.
For all that do these things are an abomination unto the Lord.
And all abomination going where? All right, go ahead.
And because of these abominations, the Lord thy God doth drive them out from before thee. Thou shalt be perfect with the Lord thy God.
You shall be perfect. Come on.
For these nations which thou shalt possess hearkened unto observers of times and unto diviners. But as for thee, the Lord thy God hath not suffered thee so to do.
He's not letting you do that. You can't do that. Go ahead.
The Lord thy God will raise up unto thee a prophet from the midst of thee, of thy brethren, like unto me. Unto him ye shall hearken.
Go ahead.
According to all that thou desirest of the Lord thy God in Oreb, in the day of the assembly, saying, let me not hear again the voice of the Lord my God, neither let me see this great fire any more, that I die not.
See, that's what they said when the Lord came down and spoke the commandments on Mount Sinai. They said, look, Moses, you talk to us. We don't want to talk to God no more. You talk to us, because God's scary. But they wasn't scared enough not to break His commandments though. But hearing His voice, they know that He around. So they're like, look, we don't want God around because we got some plans to do some evil stuff. So we don't want to talk to God no more. They think God's stupid, but God said, oh, it's okay. They said the right thing, because if I stay around them, I'm going to kill them. But anyway, what verse you at?
17. And the Lord said unto me, they have well spoken that which they have spoken. I will raise them up a prophet from among their brethren, like unto thee.
And that prophet is Jesus the Christ, just to let you know, but go ahead.
And will put my words in his mouth, and he shall speak unto them all that I shall command him.
That's how it go. Let's go.
And it shall come to pass that whosoever will not hearken unto my words, which he shall speak in my name, I will require it of him.
See, I'm going to require it of them then. They're going to have to pay for that. Go ahead.
But the prophet which shall presume to speak a word in my name, which I have not commanded him to speak.
So these prophets, they were speaking, they spoke things that God didn't command them to speak. These was Israelites now. These wasn't no strangers. Remember, they put the strangers out and killed them. So these was the Israelites that was doing this, serving Baal. Go ahead.
Or that shall speak in the name of other gods, even that prophet shall die.
So those prophets that speak in the name of another God, say they shall die. So this is what Elijah was doing, because they were speaking in the name of Baal. And he was like, well, the law said you got to die. Come on.
And if thou say in thine heart, how shall we know the word which the Lord hath not spoken? When a prophet speaketh in the name of the Lord, if the thing follow not, nor come to pass, this is the thing which the Lord hath not spoken.
Say if it don't happen like the thing they said, if it like you had this guy was talking about the ratchet was coming, they had everybody sell their property. This happened recently, but it happened about 20 years ago too. They should have known that, but had everybody sell their property and go and stand on the beach and wait for the rapture. But the Lord didn't give him that. And these people tried to kill that person. I know they did. I don't know if they did kill him, but I know he got the snot beat out of him. But anyway, go ahead and read.
I'm going to go back to the top of 22.
Okay.
When a prophet speaketh in the name of the Lord, if the thing follow not, nor come to pass, that is the thing which the Lord hath not spoken. But the prophet has spoken it presumptuously.
Presumptuously. He intended to tell this lie.
Thou shalt not be afraid of him.
So you're supposed to put that joker to death. But we can't do that these days, so we got to get them from among us, or we got to get from around them, right? But I just went here to show you that Elijah was following the law. So those 450 prophets, they had to go because they broke the law of God. They were speaking in the name of Baal, and he proved that their God wasn't no God because he ain't even sent down a cinder, nothing. You know what a cinder is? It's like a little piece of wood that's still burning, that's floating through the air. I got burnt by one when I was in California back in January because I was there during the fires, and I refused to go in the house. So I was at the ice cream parlor sitting outside. The cinder came and burned me right on my eye. That's what stubbornness gets you. And I got burnt, and I still stayed out there and ate my ice cream. God say honorary, yeah. Anyway, enough of that. That was Deuteronomy. So 2 Samuel chapter 6, right?
Yep.
1 through 9. Y'all know 2 Samuel is after 1 Samuel, right? I'm just trying to help. What y'all put the heat on? All right. That just means I'm too worked up. 71 ain't bad. And I ain't got no winter clothes on, so if I'm hot then, I'm getting too worked up. But y'all got it? 2 Samuel, what we say? Chapter 6. We're going to begin reading at verse 1. Y'all still with me? Yeah? Y'all picking up what I'm putting down? We gonna see, because I'm gonna watch how y'all be acting. Chapter 6, verse 1, what do you say?
Again, David gathered together all the chosen men of Israel, 30,000. And David arose and went with all the people that were with him from Baal to Judah, to bring up from thence the ark of God.
So this is when the ark of God was, I believe, down in Hebron, but go ahead.
Whose name is called by the name of the Lord of hosts that dwelleth between the cherubim. And they set the ark of God upon a new cart, and brought it out of the house of Abinadab that was in Gibeah. And Uzzah and Ahio, the son of Abinadab, drave the new cart.
Go ahead.
And they brought it out of the house of Abinadab, which was at Gibeah, accompanying the ark of God. And Ahio went before the ark. And David and all the house of Israel played before the Lord on all manner of instruments made of fir wood, even on harps, and on psalteries, and on timbrels, and on cornets.
So now, go ahead.
And on cymbals.
So now David could play instruments because, you know, if y'all remember, David played before Saul, right? When Saul wanted to kill him. But he could play instruments. He not only was the greatest king that Israel ever had, he probably was the greatest artist, musical artist that they ever had. But so they are rejoicing that they're gonna bring the ark of the Lord to Jerusalem, right? They're rejoicing about this. Go ahead.
And when they came to Nashon's threshing floor, Uzzah put forth his hand to the ark of God.
So now the ark was getting ready to fall. So Uzzah he put forth his hand to keep it from falling, right? That's a good thing, right? You don't want the ark of God to fall because the ark, that's what the table of stone that the Lord wrote the commandments on, that's what they are. They are inside the ark. So he don't want the ark to fall and the commandments to get broken, right? Ain't nothing wrong with that. Huh? Go ahead.
And took hold of it, for the oxen shook it. And the anger of the Lord was kindled against Uzzah. And God smote him there for his error.
So now, for his error, an error is what?
Mistake.
It's a mistake, right? But God killed him for his mistake. Now y'all thinking, why the Lord do that? That's not cool, right? We're going to find out. Go ahead and read, though.
And there he died by the ark of God. And David was displeased, because the Lord had made a breach upon Uzzah. And he called the name of the place Perez Uzzah to this day. And David was afraid of the Lord that day, and said, how shall the ark of the Lord come to me?
So now we don't know what to do now. So how we going to bring the ark of the Lord up to Jerusalem? But the ark was supposed to be carried a certain kind of way. You done with that?
Yes, sir.
So now we're going to find out how this ark is supposed to be carried. Let's go into Exodus 25. Exodus 25. That's right after Exodus 24, okay? Just want to give y'all a little help. And we're going to begin we're going to read 1 through 4. Then we're going to skip down to verse 8. Exodus 25 and 1, what did he say?
And the Lord spake unto Moses, saying, speak unto the children of Israel, that they bring me an offering. Of every man that giveth it willingly with his heart, ye shall take my offering. And this is the offering which ye shall take of them: gold and silver and brass.
Gold, silver, and brass. That sounds like money to me. So that's for the people that say you don't supposed to pay tithes, or tithes is corn and wine and all. This sounds like money. But he said gold and silver and brass. Go ahead.
And blue and purple and scarlet and fine linen and goat's hair.
Anything that can be commodified, right? Everything that's worth something, because you don't get the Lord no trash. These are the things that's worth something. But go ahead and read.
Keep going or skip?
Oh yeah, skip down to verse 8. Go ahead. Because it's not a lesson about tithes. So
okay.
Verse 8.
And let them make me a sanctuary, that I may dwell among them, according to all that I show thee, after the pattern of the tabernacle, and the pattern of all the instruments thereof.
So make it according to the pattern that I show you. It got to be made exactly this way. And there's a reason for that, but that's not this lesson. But the reason is, he's saying these things are a pattern of the true sanctuary of God. So when I come down here, I want to feel like I'm at home. Because one day this is going to be my home. So make it just like I told you to make it. Just like my crib. Go ahead.
even so shall ye make it.
Mm-hmm.
And they shall make an ark of shittim wood. 2 cubits and a half shall be the length thereof, and a cubit and a half the breadth thereof,
Come on.
and a cubit and a half the height thereof. And thou shalt overlay it with pure gold.
Mm-hmm.
Within and without shalt thou overlay it,
Go ahead.
and shall make upon it a crown of gold round about. And thou shalt cast 4 rings of gold for it, and put them in the 4 corners thereof.
So he's talking about the ark right here. And he's saying cover it in pure gold, put a crown on it because it represents where the Lord is at, and put these rings around on each corner of it. Now, why I got it's talking about large rings, right?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
And 2 rings shall be in the one side of it, and 2 rings in the other side of it.
Mm-hmm.
And thou shalt make staves of shittim wood, and overlay them with gold.
Go ahead.
And thou shalt put the staves into the rings by the sides of the ark, that the ark might be borne with them.
That born means to carry. B-O-R-N-E, not B-O-R-N, B-O-R-N-E. That means to carry something. So you put the staves in the rings that's on each side, right? So that you don't touch the ark with your hands. So now you're going to carry it by these staves. Go ahead.
The staves shall be in the rings of the ark. They shall not be taken from it.
Mm-hmm. They supposed to stay there. Go ahead.
And thou shalt put into the ark the testimony which I shall give thee.
Mm-hmm.
That's
the 10 Commandments. But read a little bit more.
And thou shalt make a mercy seat of pure gold.
Mm-hmm.
2 cubits and a half shall be the length thereof, and a cubit and a half the breadth thereof.
So the length and the width of it, because this mercy seat represent what? Who is merciful? So this represents where the Lord gonna sit. But he's sitting, the mercy seat is on top of the ark, which inside the ark are the commandments. So this represents the throne of God. This represents the throne room of God. See, all these things mean something. You look at it as like they physical things, but he told them to make it just like my house. Make it just like my house, because I want y'all to be in my house. And I want to live among y'all. So make it just like I tell you to make it. Right? So, and the stage is supposed to be in the ark so that it never get touched again. But anyway, go ahead and read. Oh, I mean, that's good. We skipping down, right?
According to this, we're moving to 40.
We skipping down to verse 40, unless y'all want to read all the way to 40. Wow. All right, so verse 40, what do you say?
And look that thou make them after their pattern, which was showed thee in the mount.
Mm-hmm.
That was 40.
That was it. So we should have kept reading, because now these staves, we're not gonna read it, but the staves that's not supposed to be taken out. Only the priest supposed to carry the ark, nobody else, but only the priest. But then Uzzah touched it. It wasn't supposed to be on the cart anyway. And then Uzzah touched it, and it wasn't supposed to get touched. It's supposed to carry by the staves. So the Lord killing Uzzah, David said a breach, but that's the law. He broke the law. He didn't intend to. He should have just, hey, I'm gonna have to let it fall. If it's gonna fall, I don't think it would have failed, but hey, the Lord did what, and he showed everybody, keep my commandments no matter what. A lot of people like to make excuses for breaking the commandments, right? People call me and be like, well, I want to do this and I want to do it on the Sabbath and blah, blah, blah. And I'd be like, why are you calling me? Because I'm going to tell you what the books say. Thou shalt do no pleasure, thou shalt do no work, thou shalt kindle no fire. So why is you calling me? Well, somebody asked me one day, can they work their second job on the Sabbath? I said, can you pay your bills with your first job? He said, yeah. I said, so why the second job? He said, oh, I just need some extra money. I said, also for your convenience. Oh, so you talking about something for your convenience? Yeah. I said, well, why is you coming to me then? You think I'm gonna tell you it's okay to break God's commandments? I am not. See,
whether it's sinful or willful or ignorant,
the law is the law.
The law, they don't say the reward for sin is death.
That's it. That's the payment for sin. It's death. So I'm not going to condone somebody committing sin. You on your own. Don't call me. I ain't that dude. But anyway, I forgot my handkerchief. Doggone it. All y'all young fellas always carry a handkerchief in your pocket. I didn't forget mine. Don't be like me. Anyway, we done with that?
Yes.
So that's why Uzzah died, but they did this thing improperly. So they made the wrong judgment there, or the wrong decision. Y'all get that? All right. First Chronicles.
Yeah.
15.
Mm-hmm.
So First Chronicles, that's after Second Kings, which is after First Kings, which is after Second Samuel, and so forth and so on. Chapter 15. Chapter 15 and verse 1 through 3.
Yep.
And 12 through 16. We all good? All right. Verse 1, what do you say?
And David made him houses in the city of David, and prepared a place for the ark of God, and pitched for it a tent.
Mm-hmm.
Then David said, none ought to carry the ark of God but the Levites.
So now he getting back to the law. Because we read about the same thing when Uzzah died. He said, so now he said he had to go back to the law and say, what did we do wrong? Now he's saying, hey, only the Levites supposed to carry the ark of God. Go ahead and read.
For them hath the Lord chosen to carry the ark of God,
Mm-hmm.
and to minister unto him forever.
Go ahead.
And David gathered all Israel together to Jerusalem, to bring up the ark of the Lord unto his place, which he had prepared for it.
So now he said, we got to do this thing right. So now get the Levites, they're going to carry the ark. They're going to carry it by the staves, all these things, and then we're going to go up to Jerusalem. That was it on 3?
That was it on 3.
Go ahead and skip down to verse 12.
Verse 12. And said unto them, ye are the chief of the fathers of the Levites. Sanctify yourselves,
Mm-hmm.
both ye and your brethren,
Clean yourself up. Go ahead.
that ye may bring up the ark of the Lord God of Israel unto the place that I have prepared for it. For because ye did it not at the first, the Lord our God made a breach upon us,
Mm-hmm.
for that we sought him not after the due order.
After the due order. I think we should write that on the board. I do. Now, remember, I don't know how to spell.
D-U-E, not D-O.
See, I said I don't know how to spell. What goes at the end of order?
E-R.
Oh, really? Oh, I didn't write that, did I? All right. How you spell this?
D-U-E.
D-U-E, yeah. All right. See? Told y'all. Now, I can spell psychology, and I can spell arithmetic, and I can spell some big words, but this little stuff, sometimes I can't even spell of. You know, one time I spelled of with a U and a V. Because it's 2 letters. I was like, well, how you spell the word then? It be like that sometimes. Y'all gonna find out. When y'all be trying to get them master degrees and stuff, y'all be like, how you spell if? Look it up in the dictionary, like, oh, yeah, you gonna see. If, I guess you'll spell it with an I and a V. An E and a F, who knows? Little bitty words like that mean more than the big words. That's the thing about the itty bitty words. And 3-letter words and the 2-letter words, they mean more than the big words. Because your life depends on the little words. We done with that?
We're on 14.
Oh, 14. All right, go ahead.
So the priests and the Levites sanctified themselves to bring up the ark of the Lord God of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
And the children of the Levites bear the ark of God upon their shoulders with the staves thereon,
Mm-hmm.
as Moses commanded according to the word of the Lord.
So now they did it by the law. Go ahead.
And David spake to the chief of the Levites to appoint their brethren to be singers with the instruments of music, psalteries, and harps and cymbals, sounding by lifting up the voice with joy.
So now, the Lord always had singers. He always had people on the door. He always had all of this, right? Because we're supposed to do things like it's done in heaven. So all these things, having the choir, having people to stand at the door and stuff like that, or at the gate, all this stuff is a figure, or I can't think of the other word, but a figure of what the true thing is. So we're supposed to operate in due order, right? Now we're going to 1 Samuel chapter 2. I still don't think we're gonna finish this lesson, but y'all gonna get what I'm putting down though. Chapter 2 is right after chapter 1. Jeez Louise, man. Pages all stuck together. All right. Chapter 2, verse 1. Verse 1, right?
No, I have 12 to the end.
You're right. 1 Samuel chapter 2 and verse 12. Verse 12, what do you say?
Now the sons of Eli were sons of Belial. They knew not the Lord.
So these are priests, but they were some liars. Sons of Belial. That means they lie all the time. They mendacious, right? And they serve another god. But they were the priests of God, though. But they were serving another god. Go ahead.
And the priest's custom with the people was that when any man offered sacrifice, the priest's servants came, while the flesh was in seething, with the flesh hook of 3 teeth in his hand. And he stuck it into the pan.
So now they was boiling the meat to get the fat off of it, because you can't eat the fat, right? God forbid. That's a part of the dietary laws. You can't eat the fat, and you can't eat the blood, right?
Right.
Even if it's a clean beast. You can't eat, because the blood is a life, and the fat got all the poison in it. That's what the body gets rid of, right? You can't eat that. So they put the offering, because the priest had to eat from the offerings that the people made. They didn't have no job, they didn't have no land, they didn't have none of that. Their whole job was to serve the people. So they didn't get no paychecks other than from the tithes that people paid. So they put this stuff in the pot to boil the fat off, right? So the priest's supposed to come and stick a 3-pronged fork in there. It's a big one, and pull some meat out. But these sons of Belial, these Eli sons, now Eli is the high priest. But go ahead.
Verse 14. And he struck it into the pan, or kettle, or cauldron, or pot. All that the flesh hook brought up, the priest took for himself. So they did in Shiloh unto all the Israelites that came thither. Also, before they burnt the fat, the priest's servant came and said to the man that sacrificed, Give flesh to roast for the priest, for he will not have sodden flesh of thee,
So
but raw.
He don't want no boiled flesh. That's what sodden mean, boiled, right? We don't want our flesh boiled. We want it raw. So we gonna take it with the fat and everything. Just give it to us. They were some extortioners. You know, they was extorting people. They were doing a whole lot of wicked things. These sons of Eli. And well, I don't know if we're gonna get to it, but the Lord didn't look kindly on Eli allowing them to do this stuff because these was his sons. Y'all know who my sons are, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do I let them do whatever they want to do, even though they're grown men? No, I don't. So if they doing something, I have a son that y'all never seen, and he is, how old is my son? He was born when I was 26, and I'm 60. So y'all know that. So anyway, he in his 30s, and he did something a long time ago where I kicked him out of class. My own child. Because that's how it go. You don't let your kids do whatever they want to do just because they grown. But if you're the one in charge, you got to do what you got to do. Anyway, I only kicked him out for 6 months, but he ain't come back. I had to take that chance because the law of God is more important. Because I got to get my salvation right. That's how I go. That's the selfish thing about this is you can't get it for nobody but you. So you got to maintain getting your salvation at all costs. Don't forget about that. Anyway, where we at?
Verse 16.
Let's go.
And if any man said unto him, let them not fail to burn the fat presently, and then take as much as thy soul desireth, then he would answer him, nay, but thou shalt give it me now.
Oh, I'm going to take it. Go ahead.
And if not, I will take it by force. Wherefore the sin of the young men was very great before the Lord.
Because they was strong arm robbing the people. They was extorting the people. And the Lord did not like this at all, but continue to read.
For men abhorred the offering of the Lord.
They didn't want to bring the offering no more, but go ahead.
But Samuel ministered before the Lord, being a child, girded with the linen ephod. Moreover, his mother made him a little coat and brought it to him from year to year, when she came up with her husband to offer the yearly sacrifice.
Because this Samuel, his mother, what's her name, Hannah, she gave because she prayed to the Lord to have a child because she didn't have no child. And she prayed to the Lord. She said, Lord, if you give me a child, then I'm going to give him to you. And that's what she did. So Samuel, after he wasn't on the milk no more, she took him to the priest. He grew up in the house of Eli. But go ahead.
20. And Eli blessed Elkanah and his wife and said, the Lord give thee seed of this woman for the loan which is lent to the Lord. And they went unto their own home. And the Lord visited Hannah, so that she conceived, and bare 3 sons and 2 daughters.
So she had more children after Samuel. But go ahead.
And the child Samuel grew before the Lord. Now Eli was very old, and heard all that his sons did unto all Israel.
So he knew what was happening. Go ahead.
And how they lay with the women that assembled at the door of the tabernacle of the congregation.
So they was doing more than extorting the people and robbing the people. They was doing a little bit more than that. Now they was committing fornication and stuff. So these was Eli's sons. So if Eli died, one of them become the high priest. So they was important people. They had jobs as stewards that was more important than the fleshly lust that they had. That's the point I'm trying to make is you got to get rid of that stuff that you know you're not supposed to do, but it might feel good to you. You got to get rid of that. Because I know a whole lot of people want to be on their Xbox or their PlayStation on the Sabbath, but you can't do that. You know? College football on the day. But am I at home watching college football? No. And mind you, when I was 9, 10, 11 years old, I was watching college football. But I didn't understand. But once I understood, it was over for that. That's why I hate when the NFL playoffs come and they had the games on Saturday, I'd be like, oh my goodness. I'd be sick. But anyway, Eli knew what his sons was doing. They was foul. Go ahead.
Verse 23. And he said unto them, why do ye such things? For I hear of your evil dealings by all this people.
See, I hear about what y'all doing. What you do about it, though. Go ahead.
Nay, my sons, For it is no good report that I hear. Ye make the Lord's people to transgress.
Mm-hmm.
If one man sin against another, the judge shall judge him. But if a man sin against the Lord, who shall entreat for him?
Who gonna pray for you, man, if you sin against the Lord on purpose? Who can help you then? Come on.
Notwithstanding, they hearken not unto the voice of their father, because the Lord would slay them.
Said the Lord, he already decided he was gonna kill them. Go ahead.
And the child Samuel grew on, and was in favor both with the Lord and also with men.
Mm-hmm.
And there came a man of God unto Eli, and said unto him, Thus said the Lord, Did I plainly appear unto the house of thy father when they were in Egypt in Pharaoh's house? And did I choose him out of all the tribes of Israel to be my priest,
So he's about Levi, Jacob's son Levi. Go ahead.
to offer upon mine altar, to burn incense, to wear an ephod before me? And did I give unto the house of thy father all the offerings made by fire of the children of Israel?
So didn't I give all this to your house, to the house of Levi? Didn't I give y'all all these things? Y'all don't even have to work the fields or nothing. Didn't I give all y'all this? Don't the high priest wear a crown? Because he's not just a high priest. He's more than that.
Yep.
But go ahead and read.
Wherefore, kick ye at my sacrifice, at mine offering, which I have commanded in my habitation.
He said, kick ye at. That means he don't care nothing about it. Go ahead.
And honorest thy sons above me?
See how the Lord is about that thing? You gonna honor somebody more than me? Are you crazy? Go ahead.
To make yourselves fat with the chiefest of all the offerings of Israel, my people.
Because Eli was eating them things that they took. He told me it ain't right, but he sure was taking it though. That's just like somebody, son out there selling dope or sticking people up and bringing the money home to his mama or his daddy, and they knowing, hey son, you ain't supposed to be doing this. Hey daughter, you're not supposed to be doing that. But they're gonna take the gifts. Nah. And then when you turn it down, then your child gonna say, well, it's just this and it's just that. They're gonna try to convince you to take part in their sin, because just because you didn't go out there and commit the sin, don't mean you ain't taking part in it when you accept the gifts that came from that sin. Y'all feel me? So this is how you got to clean your mind up. You got to understand all these things and get rid of all those things. Like I told y'all about somebody that gave you the cashier that gave you too much change. What you supposed to do? Give it back. Give it back. The wallet that you found outside and you see the ID in it, what you supposed to do? Return it. That's right. It's like I'm gonna give y'all a real quick story, real quick. This is a long time ago because my niece and nephew is grown now, but this when they was children. And back when they had like phone booths and stuff. So I know y'all know what a phone booth is. But anyway, a lady left a purse in the phone booth, right? She left her purse in the phone booth. And she left after she made her call. I saw her walk away, but I didn't think nothing of it. But I'm on the porch. So my niece and nephews, they playing in the parking lot. They go over there and they see the purse. They go in the purse. It's $1,000 in the purse, right? So they said, oh, we got money. So I see them with the purse. I said, what y'all doing? They said, we found this purse, you got money in it. I said, oh, yeah, really? Let me see. So I look in it. So I pull the wallet. I said, oh, this ain't no ID in it. But I see these phone numbers. So I started calling the numbers that's in the wallet. And they said, oh, yeah, it's this person's purse. I said, well, tell her to come to this address and get this purse. They got this money in it. So my nieces and nephews were upset because that's $1,000, right? Because they was all like, 12, 13, 14 years old, probably younger than that. But it's a lot of money. They want to go and buy $1,000 worth of what? Candy. So I'm like, no, I said, this lady probably got children. You know what I'm saying? She got to pay her rent because rent wasn't that much back then. You could spend $400 and pay your rent. So I'm like, this is probably her bills for the month or something. So the lady came and she got the purse, and well, her ID was in the purse, but it wasn't a way to get in touch with her. So that's what I mean by calling the numbers. So she came and got the purse. She tried to pay me, but I said, no, I'm doing what God commanded me to do. I'm doing the right thing here. She was like, you sure? I'm like, why would I take something for, I didn't work for this. I'm just doing my job as a servant of God. So she left, came back, left, came back, left, because I was like, I'm not taking no money. My niece and nephews, they was upset. They was like, why we can't? But you got to do what's right. Because if I let them keep that money, they would have been stealing. Because her ID was in there. And her phone number wasn't in there, though. Just the people that she knew. So these things we got to be mindful of. This is how you clean your mind up, though. This is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. It's a way to clean your mind up. Because you got to understand, like I said, Moses was in that mountain for 40 days and 40 nights. The Lord was breaking them commandments down to him. Thou shalt not steal. He was telling them everything that's stealing. I used to say, because I used to rob people, right? I used to say robbery is not stealing. But it is. Just because they see you doing it doesn't mean you ain't stealing. You taking something that ain't yours. That was a long time ago. I ain't saying last week or last year. I'm talking about a long time ago, all right? They'll be looking at me crazy. Anyway, where we at?
Verse 30.
We'll start at 29.
29. Wherefore, kick ye at my sacrifice and at mine offering, which I have commanded in my habitation, and honors thy sons above me, to make yourselves fat with the chiefest of all the offerings of Israel, my people. Wherefore, the Lord God of Israel saith, I said indeed that thy house and the house of thy father should walk before me forever. But now the Lord saith, be it far from me.
Why did I even choose y'all? Be it far from me. I shouldn't have did that. Go ahead.
For them that honor me, I will honor, and they that despise me shall be lightly esteemed.
Go ahead.
Behold, the days come that I will cut off thine arm, and the arm of thy father's house, that there shall not be an old man in thine house.
So he's saying, I'm going to kill your children, I'm going to kill you, and you're not going to have no grandchildren from these guys. In fact, you ain't going to have no lineage left on the earth. I'm getting rid of y'all completely because you did not check your sons. So now, if they do got kids, I'm killing them too. Now, if you got daughters, that's all right, because women don't carry the seed. Women can't make babies. So, yeah, women can't make babies. So he let the women live because whatever children they have are going to belong to the man. So he only killed the sons because they the ones that make the children. So now he's telling Eli, I'm not only going to kill you and your sons, I'm going to kill any male that come out of y'all. So that you don't have no lineage left. Because this thing that you did, you honored your sons more than you honored me. Take note of that. He honored his family more than he honored God. God didn't like that. Go ahead and read.
Verse 32. And thou shalt see an enemy in my habitation, in all the wealth which God shall give Israel. And there shall not be an old man in thine house forever.
Forever. So that means he don't got no lineage here. Come on.
And the man of thine, whom I shall not cut off from mine altar, shall be to consume thine eyes, and to grieve thine heart. And all the increase of thine house shall die in the flower of their age.
In the flower, so they're going to all die young. They're going to all die young. That was it?
No.
Oh, go ahead.
And this shall be a sign unto thee, that shall come unto thy two sons on Hophni and Phinehas. In one day they shall die both of them. And I will raise men up a faithful priest that should do according to that which is in mine heart and in my mind. And I will build him a sure house, and he shall walk before mine anointed forever. And it shall come to pass that every one that is left in thine house shall come and crouch to him for a piece of silver and a morsel of bread, and shall say, put me, I pray thee, into one of the priest's offices, so that I may eat a piece of bread.
So now, whoever it be, going to still come out of Aaron. They're going to still come out of Aaron. So it's going to still, the high priest still going to come out of Aaron. It's just not going to be one of the sons of Eli. So, because Aaron had sons and they had children and so forth and so on. So this hundreds of years later, it's going to still be somebody out of the house of Aaron, just not from Eli. And if you do got any grandchildren, they're going to have to go to this other guy and beg him for something. But go ahead and finish it.
That was it.
Okay. But let's go into Deuteronomy 13. I knew it was in here somewhere. Because we're going to see.
So we're going to skip Samuel 4?
We are? No, we're not. Oh, 1 Samuel 4. I looked at that and I was like, I don't know. Okay, we're going to do Deuteronomy 13 later. But 1 Samuel 4 and verse 1, what do you say?
And the word of Samuel came to all Israel, Now Israel went out against the Philistines to battle, and pitched beside Ebenezer, at the Philistines pitched in Aphek.
Mm-hmm.
And the Philistines put themselves in array against Israel. And when they joined battle, Israel was smitten before the Philistines. And they slew of the army in the field about 4,000 men. And when the people were coming to the camp, the elders of Israel said, wherefore hath the Lord smitten us?
Say 4,000 of us are dead now. Why the Lord wasn't on our side? Go ahead.
Today before the Philistines. Let us fetch the ark of the covenant of the Lord out of Shiloh unto us,
Let's bring the Ark of the Covenant here now so we can have some protection. Come on.
that when it cometh among us, it may save us out of the hand of our enemies.
Mm-hmm.
So the people sent to Shiloh, that they might bring from thence the ark of the covenant of the Lord of hosts.
But didn't the Lord tell Eli this was going to happen?
Mhm.
He sure did. Go ahead.
Which dwelleth between the cherubims. And the two sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, were there with the ark of the covenant of God.
So he put them in with the Ark of the Covenant, right? And they're going to the war. They're going out to the front lines of the battle. Go ahead.
And when the ark of the covenant of the Lord came into the camp, all Israel shouted with a great shout,
Mm-hmm.
so that the earth rang again. And when the Philistines heard the noise of the shout, they said, what meaneth the noise of this great shout in the camp of the Hebrews?
Mm-hmm.
And they understood that the ark of the Lord was come into the camp.
Go ahead and read.
And the Philistines were afraid, for they said, God is come into the camp.
See, they know God is with them now, so they're afraid now. Come on.
And they said, woe unto us, for there had not been such a thing heretofore.
See, it ain't never been a God like this God, so now they're afraid. Go ahead and read.
Woe unto us! Who shall deliver us out of the hand of these mighty gods? These are the gods that smote the Egyptians with all the plagues in the wilderness.
So they know. News travel. Come on.
Be strong and quit yourselves like men, O ye Philistines, that ye be not servants unto the Hebrews,
Mm-hmm.
as they have been to you.
Go ahead.
Quit yourselves like men and fight.
So get yourself together and stand up like men and fight. Don't be afraid because they got a God that killed the Egyptians and everybody else. We gonna fight. But go ahead and read.
And the Philistines fought, and Israel was smitten, and they fled every man into his tent.
Mm-hmm.
And there was a very great slaughter.
So they ran home, and a lot of them got killed. Go ahead.
For there fell of Israel 30,000 footmen.
So that's 34,000 so far, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or more. Go ahead.
And the ark of God was taken, and the two sons of Eli, Hophni and Phinehas, were slain.
So now, didn't they tell they daddy they was gonna get killed? So he's doing this thing now, and the Philistines took the Ark of the Covenant, but that's a whole nother. Hopefully, we ain't going off into that part. But whoever they got sick from having the Ark of the Covenant. They weren't supposed to have it. But go ahead and read.
Verse 12. And there ran a man of Benjamin out of the army, and came to Shiloh the same day with his clothes rent, and with earth upon his head.
Mm-hmm.
And when he came, lo, Eli sat upon a seat by the wayside watching.
Now watch what happened. Go ahead.
For his heart trembled for the ark of God. And when the men came into the city and told it, all the city cried out. And when Eli heard the noise of the crying, he said, what meaneth the noise of this tumult?
Say, what's the problem? Go ahead.
And the man came in hastily and told Eli. Now Eli was 98 years old,
Mm-hmm.
and his eyes were dim, that he could not see.
Go ahead.
And the man said unto Eli, I am he that came out of the army, and I fled today out of the army. And he said, what is there done?
Say, what's
my
going
son?
on? What's happening? What's happening in the battle? Tell me what's happening. Go ahead.
And the messenger answered and said, Israel is fled before the Philistines, and there hath been also a great slaughter among the people.
Mm-hmm.
And thy two sons also, Hophni and Phinehas, are dead.
So now his two sons are dead, but he said, the Lord told me that was going to happen, right? But the Lord ain't done with him yet. Go ahead.
And the ark of God is taken.
And now they took the Ark of God. And what happened?
And it came to pass, when he made mention of the ark of God,
When he made mention of the Ark of God, because he ain't tripping about his sons, because he know better. But now it came about to the Ark of God. What happened?
that he fell from off the seat backward by the side of the gate,
Mm-hmm.
and his neck brake,
Because he was a big dude. Go ahead.
and he died.
So now the Lord killed him too. So when he heard about the Ark of the Covenant being taken, he said, oh, the Lord really angry now. He let that happen, and he couldn't take it. He fell over, neck broke, and he died. But the Lord told him, I'm not going to just kill your sons. I'm going to kill you because you honored your sons more than you honored me. And the Lord, if you ever heard me say a lack of faith is sin, when you don't have faith, that's sin. Because if you don't believe in God, if you don't believe God, what you going to do? You're going to sin. So when the Lord sees that you don't believe in him, oh, he angry about that, especially when he revealed himself to you. But let's go to Deuteronomy 13 this time, and then I'm going to, it's after 2 o'clock, I might let y'all go. I know they're still going out there, but I'm hungry and sleepy. Chapter 13. This is one of my favorite chapters. Because this tells me I don't got to worry about how my family feel about nothing. This is going to be what it's going to be. And that's how I operate. I love my family. Don't get me wrong. I love my sisters and my brothers. Okay, I love my sisters. And my nieces and nephews. I don't hate my brothers, but I don't like them that much. I don't. I don't know why they be calling me. That's why I be saying to them, why you calling me? But where we going?
Deuteronomy 13.
Deuteronomy
1 through 10.
13, 1 through 10. Thank you, my brother. I appreciate it. Deuteronomy 13, verses 1 through 10. What did it say, my brother? What did it say?
If there arise among you a prophet or a dreamer of dreams,
Or a dreamer of dreams. Go ahead.
and giveth thee a sign or a wonder, and the sign or the wonder come to pass.
Now, it don't matter if it's a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, but these guys had prophets and dreamers of dreams. Or we could say they had wizards and witches and necromancers and people that dealt with familiar spirits and all that kind of stuff. They had that, right? Because they say they was the prophets of Baal, right?
Yep.
It was 450 of them. So if anybody come to you that's a prophet or a dreamer of dreams, that's somebody that have visions. Go ahead and read.
And the sign or the wonder come to pass.
And it do come to pass. Now remember in chapter 18, it said if it don't come to pass. But here, you say even if it do come to pass, go ahead.
Whereof he spake unto thee,
Uh-huh.
saying, let us go after other gods.
Now, if what they say gonna come to pass, they say, now let's go do this, but you know it's against God. Real quick, when I was in technical college, right, there was a guy there. It was me and another brother from Israel guy went there. Anyway, it was another guy that we was cool with because he was a so-called Christian or whatever, but he was trying to come the correct way. But then he came and he said, in 2 days, the sky gonna turn purple. So I'm looking at him like, yeah, okay. So the brother, he was new in the word. So he was like, wow, right? So 2 days later, the sky turned purple. And the guy came to school, he said, see, I told you, now let's go do this. I said, hey, brother, you didn't read the scripture. If it do come to pass, even if it does come to pass, and they say, let's go serve another God, because that's what he was telling us, let's go serve this other God. Because the sky turned purple. Man, anyway, go ahead and read.
Let us go after other gods, which thou hast not known,
Mm-hmm.
and let us serve them.
And let us serve this other God. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not hearken unto the words of that prophet,
Mm-hmm.
or that dreamer of dreams.
And it don't matter who they are. Go ahead.
For the Lord your God proveth you,
Mm-hmm.
to know whether ye love the Lord your God with all your heart and with all your soul.
So now he gonna check you out. He gonna prove whether you, like I do y'all when I ask y'all these questions, he gonna prove whether y'all love him or not. He gonna find out. So he gonna let somebody like that come to you and see what you gonna do. He not tempting you, but he gonna put you to the test like he did everybody else. Like he did Adam and Eve, like he did Cain and Abel, like he did Abraham, Isaac, Jacob, like he did all Israel, all the patriarchs, even David. David kind of failed a little bit, and so did a lot of them, but he put all of them to the test, even Moses. Y'all know about Moses. He was a killer, wasn't he? and a murderer. Anyway, go ahead and read.
Verse 4. Ye shall walk after the Lord your God, and fear him, and keep his commandments,
And keep his commandments. Come on.
and obey his voice, and ye shall serve him, and cleave unto him.
Go ahead.
And that prophet or that dreamer of dreams shall be put to death.
You're supposed to put him to death. So now we see what Elijah was doing, right? Supposed to put him to death. Come on.
Because he hath spoken to turn you away from the Lord your God.
He's trying to murder you with words. Come on.
Which brought you out of the land of Egypt, and redeemed you out of the house of bondage, to thrust thee out of the way.
Thrust means to push. So he's going to push you out of the way of eternal life. He ain't going to get it. He don't want you to get it. That's what it be. Misery loves company. They know they ain't going to get no eternal life in God's kingdom, so they're going to push you out of the way of getting it too. That's how important this thing is. Why you not supposed to deal with these kind of people? Oh, they're going to tell you Christmas for the kids. But do y'all know what Christmas is about? It's about sacrificing children to false gods. That's why they put the gifts under the tree. Because in reality, the gifts were children. But they changed it to have, that's why these baby dolls come from. Because in reality, it was actual real babies. So now, in this day and age, they're gonna say, we're gonna make some false dolls, but they still sacrificing unto this false god. But they're gonna deceive you like, it's okay, it's for the kids. But it's not. Go ahead and read.
To thrust thee out of the way which the Lord thy God commanded thee to walk in. So shalt thou put the evil away from the midst of thee.
So shalt thou put the evil away, right, from the midst of you, from among you, right? Continue to read.
If thy brother,
that brother,
the son of thy mother, or thy son, or thy daughter, or the wife of thy bosom.
So it don't matter if it's your mom or your daddy, your son or your daughter, your husband or your wife. Go ahead.
Or thy friend.
Or your closest friend that's like your family to you. Come on.
Which is as thine own soul. Entice thee secretly, saying.
Entice me. What's entice mean? That means persuade, seduce, con. Try to con you into doing this. Try to trick you into doing this. Go ahead and read.
Let us go and serve other gods, which thou hast not known, thou nor thy fathers. Namely, of the gods of the people which are round about you.
The people that's close to you. Go ahead.
Nigh unto thee. Or far off from thee.
Or even the people in Russia. Go ahead.
From the one end of the earth, even unto the other end of the earth.
So that's Russia to the United States. All the way. Go ahead.
Thou shalt not consent unto him.
You're not supposed to follow what they say.
Nor hearken unto him.
Don't even listen to it. Come on.
Neither shall thine eye pity him.
Because what's supposed to happen to him? They're supposed to get put to death, right? You're not even supposed to pity him. Because they try to kill you. They try to murder you. So that you don't even pity these people. When you see what the Lord going to do to them. You don't pity them. I know we some compassionate people, and we have pity for them, right? But the Lord, he even told Aaron, I'm going to kill your sons, and you better not cry. And when he got ready to cry, the Lord sent Moses to Aaron to say, tell him, I said, if he cry about them boys, I'm going to kill him too. Because they sinned against me. The Lord don't play around. Go ahead and read.
Neither shalt thou spare, neither shalt thou conceal him.
So you can't hide him, you can't spare him. Go ahead.
But thou shalt surely kill him. Thine hand shall be first upon him.
You're supposed to be the first one to lay hands on them when they do this kind of stuff. And they said, don't matter who it is, right? Not your mama, not your daddy, not that guy in the alley, not your doctor when you need for some orange juice or some lemonade. It don't matter. Go ahead.
To put him to death. And afterwards, the hand of the people.
So you're supposed to be the first one because they your people and you discovered that they was doing this. You're supposed to be the first one. But these days, what we do, since we can't go around killing people, right? What we do? We don't associate with them anymore. We let them go on about their business. Block their number. Don't answer the door when they come. Or at least say, hey, don't come around here no more. If their feelings hurt, let their feelings be hurt. Because you could be saving their life by doing that. Go ahead, what verse you at?
Verse 10. And thou shalt stone him with stones, that he die, because he had sought to thrust thee away from the Lord thy God, which brought thee out of the land of Egypt, from the house of bondage.
So the Lord brought you out of this bondage or this slavery to sin. That's what Egypt represents, slavery to sin. So the Lord brought you out of that, and somebody trying to take you back there, you're supposed to kill them. So we don't do no physical killing these days, but we kill that relationship. Nah, I'm cool on you. I'm done. And I've had to do that to somebody I love, somebody that was in the Word, right? I had to cut them off because they sinned. And I mean a great sin, and they did it and told me they was going to do it on purpose. And I said, don't do that. And he did it anyway. And then he looking at me crazy like, why I don't talk to him no more? I ain't finna be talking to you. I want the Lord to fall on me. So they still going out there? Four more. We ain't finna do no four more. But we are gonna do some more. All right. Where we at?
The next one is Ezekiel 3.
Ezekiel 3rd chapter. Can y'all find Ezekiel? All right. Ezekiel is after Lamentations, which is after Jeremiah, which is after Isaiah, which is after Song of Solomon, which is after Ecclesiastes, right? Y'all got that? Which is after Proverbs, which is after Psalms. We're going to begin at verse 8, right?
Yes.
Everybody got Ezekiel? Chapter 3? Chapter 3 now. Verse 8 through 11 and skip. Go ahead and read.
Behold, I have made thy face strong against their faces, and thy forehead strong against their foreheads.
He talking to Ezekiel. This is the Lord talking to Ezekiel. He said, you finna go deal with these Israelites. And y'all know how Israelites are. They're going to beat you up, kick you down the stairs, choke you out, rob you, all this kind of stuff, because you're going to be telling them what the Lord say do. So he said, be strong against these people. Make your face look hard, because, we some hard-looking people sometimes when it comes to each other. We'll be nice to some other people. I should say kind. We'll be kind to another nation, but to each other, we hard with. Especially if somebody going to come and say, God forbid, you can't eat that Halloween candy. You can't eat that Christmas breakfast. Easter breakfast or that Christmas dinner. You can't do that. I know there's a brother that's even a teacher in Israel of God. He'd be like, I'm going to eat it. I don't see how he's still a teacher, but that's what it is. But the Lord said, don't do that, right? Go ahead and read.
As an adamant harder than flint, have I made thy forehead.
So a flint is a rock. He said, I want your forehead to be hard as a rock. Go ahead.
Fear them not, neither be dismayed at their looks, though they be a rebellious house.
Say, don't be afraid of their looks, because they're going to be looking hard at you like you're looking hard at them. He said, don't be afraid of that. They're a rebellious house. Go ahead and read.
Moreover, he said unto me, Son of man, all my words that I shall speak unto thee, receive in thine heart, and hear with thine ears. And go, get thee to them of the captivity, unto the children of thy people, and speak unto them, and tell them, thus saith the Lord God.
Because they the people of the captivity now, because this is during Ezekiel. The Nebuchadnezzar had came down there and took a lot of them out. And who the people? The Assyrians. So now they the children of the captivity now. Go ahead.
Whether they will hear or whether they will forbear.
So it don't matter if they hear you or not. Speak these words. Come on.
Down to 15.
Oh yeah, we're skipping down to 15. Y'all got it? Verse 15. Verse 15. Go ahead and read.
Then I came to them of the captivity of Tel Aviv, that dwelt by the river of Chebar. And I sat where they sat, and remained there astonished among them 7 days. And it came to pass at the end of 7 days that the word of the Lord came unto me.
They were sitting there astonished because they was in captivity. Now they wasn't understanding, like we was just in our own land. Now we over here by Chebar. We don't know what we're going to do. But the word of the Lord came to Ezekiel. He said, what? Go ahead.
17. Son of man, I have made thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning for me.
He said, hear the word at my mouth and give them warning from me. What he's telling Ezekiel is like, whatever I tell you, tell them because I'm going to hurt them. So warn them not to cross me. Don't cross me. That's what he's saying. Warn them of me because I'm the one that's going to hurt them. Now he'll send lions, tigers, and bears or some people to hurt you. So he said, warn them that they don't get on my wrong side because you're the watchman now. Go ahead and read.
When I say unto the wicked, thou shalt surely die, and thou givest him not warning, nor speakest to warn the wicked from his wicked way, to save his life, the same wicked man shall die in his iniquity.
That same wicked man going to die in his sins, but, go ahead.
But his blood will I require at thine hand.
Because I gave you what to tell him. I told you to warn him of me. So we as watchmen, as a nation of priests, a kingdom of priests, we all the watchmen, right? We're supposed to warn people, hey, God forbid, don't do that. Say, but if you decide not to warn the people, they're gonna die in their sins, but I'm gonna require their blood at your hands. Why didn't you warn them when I told you to warn them? Why didn't you do that? They may have changed. Didn't the people in Nineveh change when Jonah went down there when he tried not to?
Mm-hmm.
But the Lord made him go down there anyway. And what happened when he told the people what was going to happen? They repented. And they were sorrowful. What verse?
19.
Let's go.
Yet if thou warn the wicked, and he turn not from his wickedness, nor from his wicked way,
go ahead.
He shall die in his iniquity.
He's going to die in his own iniquity. Go ahead.
But thou hast delivered thy soul.
But you have delivered your soul. That's the only reason why I be teaching. Because I got to deliver my soul. Again,
when a righteous man doth turn from his righteousness and commit iniquity, and I lay a stumbling block before him, he shall die. Because thou hast not given him warning. He shall die in his sin, and his righteousness which he hath done shall not be remembered.
It don't matter if you've been righteous your whole life. You commit sin and die in that sin, say all that righteousness that you did, not going to even count. So if the last thing you do is commit sin before you die, all that righteousness you did your whole life, it won't even count. It won't even count. Go ahead.
But his blood will I require at thine hand.
And now the watchman got to pay because they didn't warn the person. Come on.
Nevertheless, if thou warn the righteous man that the righteous sin not, and he doth not sin, he shall surely live.
He gonna live because he didn't commit the sin. He took heed to the warning. Go ahead.
Because he is warned. Also, thou hast delivered thy soul.
Also, you have delivered your own soul because you warned that person, and now they might live eternally because you warned them because that's your job. But let's go quickly to Ezekiel 33. Chapter 33. And I'm going to let y'all go after this, even if they still going or not. Ezekiel chapter 33. And we're going to begin reading at verse 1. 33 and verse 1. All right, go ahead, brother.
Again, the word of the Lord came unto me, saying, Son of man, speak to the children of thy people, and say unto them, when I bring the sword upon a land, if the people of the land take a man of their coasts, and set him for their watchman, if when he seeth the sword come upon the land, he blow the trumpet and warn the people.
So he giving you an example of what a watchman is. You know, you have back in those days, you had walls around the cities, right? And you had people standing on the walls to watch to see if any danger was coming. And when they see danger coming, because they're on this high wall, right, so they can see far away. When they see danger coming, they blow the horn, and everybody's warned, right? Everybody prepare for battle, right? He's giving you a good example of what a watchman is doing. You're preparing the people for battle. Go ahead.
Verse 4. Then whosoever heareth the sound of the trumpet and taketh not warning, If the sword come and take him away, his blood shall be upon his own head.
So now, look, he heard the trumpet blowing, and the trumpet made prepared for war, right? Prepared for battle. He heard the trumpet, like I be doing when I hear them sirens go off on Wednesdays, or anytime I hear them go off, I just keep on laying there and watching TV. But if something happened to me, it just happened, right? It's my fault. But this time of eternal life right here, this time of life or death right here. Say, if they don't take heed to that warning, that's on them. Go ahead and read.
Verse 5. He heard the sound of the trumpet and took not warning. His blood shall be upon him.
Mm-hmm.
But he that taketh warning shall deliver his soul.
So he's going to deliver his soul. He's going to be prepared, right? Go ahead.
But if the watchman see the sword come and blow not the trumpet.
So he's going to see the danger coming. He's going to run off and hide. Go ahead.
And the people be not warned.
And he don't warn the people. He didn't blow that trumpet. Come on.
If the sword come and take any person from among them.
It don't matter what kind of person, but any person. Come on.
He is taken away in his iniquity.
He's going to die in his sins. Go ahead.
But his blood will I require at the watchman's hand.
So the watchman got a great job to do. We read about that steward right earlier. That's a watchman. That's a person that's well informed of their master, which is the Lord Jesus, right? We're supposed to be well informed. And if we don't warn the people, their blood going to be required at our hands. Continue to read.
So thou, O son of man, I have set thee a watchman unto the house of Israel.
Mm-hmm.
Therefore, thou shalt hear the word at my mouth.
You're going to hear the word at my mouth. Go ahead.
And warn them from me.
And warn them from me. Tell them don't get on my wrong side. What you doing, God forbid you do that. God forbid you talk like that. God forbid you say these things. God forbid you do that. Go ahead.
When I say unto the wicked, O wicked man, thou shalt surely die.
Mm-hmm.
If thou dost not speak to warn the wicked from his way, that wicked man shall die in his iniquity.
Go ahead.
But his blood will I require at thine hand.
Now you got to pay for somebody else's sins. You don't want to do that. That's the worst thing to do is pay for somebody else's sins. That's why if I'm a lie, I'm a lie for me, not nobody else. If I'm a steal for me, not nobody else, not even for my children. If I'm gonna commit any kind of sin, it's gonna be for me. Not that I'm gonna commit sin. I'm just saying if I was gonna be persuaded to do it, it's gonna be only for me, not nobody else. Because I ain't dying for nobody else's sins. Go ahead.
Nevertheless, if thou warn the wicked of his way to turn from it, if he do not turn from his way.
You warned him and he don't turn. Go ahead.
He shall die in his iniquity.
Mm-hmm.
But thou hast delivered thy soul.
And that's what we got to do is deliver our soul. We got to deliver our own flesh. That was it?
We're going to 11, we're on 10.
Oh, go ahead.
Therefore, O son of man, speak unto the house of Israel. Thus ye speak, saying, if our transgressions and our sins be upon us, and we pine away in them.
And you just lay around in your sins like you don't try to do better, but you just roll around like you're rolling around in some mud, right? You're rolling around in your sins, you pined away in them. Go ahead.
How should we then live?
Mm-hmm.
Say unto them, as I live, saith the Lord God, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked.
He don't have no pleasure in the death of the wicked because he created us all, right? And he created us all for one reason. That's to become God. That's the only, if anybody talks to you about predestination, that is the only predestination. There was nobody predestined to go to the lake of fire. There was nobody predestined to die. There was nobody predestined to commit sin. Everybody was predestined to be children of God and to enter into his kingdom forever, right? That's the only predestination. We just found our way into the lake of fire. And we got to try to find our way out of it now. But start that verse over.
Say unto them, as I live, saith the Lord God, I have no pleasure in the death of the wicked, but that the wicked turn from his way and live.
Go ahead.
Turn ye from your evil ways. For why will ye die, O house of Israel?
Say, why will you die? Why won't you turn away from your sins? Dying is no profit in that. There ain't no profit in dying because once the Lord raised you up, you ain't got nothing else coming but that lake of fire. So I thank y'all for y'all time, and we're going to end the lesson right there. And I just wanted to make the point that we are warning people. We're not judging them. We're warning them. It ain't nothing wrong with that. So now, there are no announcements. We're just going to close.